Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy for Civil Services. Let us discuss today the Hindu newspaper of Bangalore edition. The first article that we are going to discuss about the heavy rain in the northern part of India. So rain continues to pound. North India toll rises to 25. Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi, all these places are heavy flooded because of continuous rain for the past 4 days. So Indian Meteorological Department gave red alert to those places, and the people were vacated to nearby places where they can live safety. So all these article it is regarding what exactly is happening after this flood and the damage what exactly given by the Himachal Pradesh around 3000 to 4000 crore estimation, right? So the prime minister also spoke all the chief ministers respective states which comes under this particular issue, and this topic comes under your general studies 3 disaster management. About seeking the forces from the central government, we need to understand about the NDRF, that is value added for this topic for you, that is NDRF, National Disaster Response Force. This comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. It is only dedicated disaster response in the world. It was established in the year of 2006, which have the headquarters at New Delhi. It works under the National Disaster Management Authority, that is NDMA, which lays down multiple policies, plans and guidelines for the disaster management in our country. At present, there are 12 battalions in NDRF which are deployed strategically across country to provide immediate response. The 4 new battalions are sanctioned by the Union Cabinet recently. Disaster Management Act 2005 has made the statutory provisions for constitution of NDRF for the purpose of specialized response to natural and man-made disasters. Right. So you need to understand the role and mandate of this NDRF, that is specialized response during the disasters, proactive deployment during the disaster situation, and acquire and continually upgrading its own training and skills, and about rehearsals and mock drills used to run by the agency, and impart basic and operational level training to state response force as well, organizing public awareness campaign as well. So these are all the value added information that you need to understand regarding this particular topic. Moving towards the next one, it is the news from the state of Karnataka related to the scheme of Gruha Lakshmi. So the government come up with fixing of date to launch this particular scheme, which was promised by Indian National Congress during the elections. Gruha Lakshmi set for launch on August 16th, Chief Minister says. So General Studies 3, it is comes under your social justice governance part. Welfare schemes for the vulnerable sections. See, the government of Karnataka has allocated rupees 17,500 crore for the implementation of Gruha Lakshmi scheme, under which women head of the households will get a financial support of rupees 2,000 per month. So this is going to be implemented from August 16th, right after the Independence Day. Next topic that we are going to discuss about the importance of Hampi. What exactly the article about? Let us see. So here there is a mentioning of Hampi. Illegal homestays, resorts at Hampi, Anegundi demolished, Minister. All homestays and resorts illegally built for commercial purpose on agricultural lands have been demolished at Hampi in Vijayanagara and Anengundi in Kopal district of urban development, minister says in the legislative assembly. So here this topic comes under your GS2 related to the interventions of the policies, and also GS1 art and culture of Hampi. So what exactly you need to understand, the Hampi is one of the historical place. It's a remnants of capital city of Vijayanagara Empire from 14th to 16th century, the last great Hindu kingdom in the region of South. It encompasses an area of 4,187, So 418724 hectares, it is not 4000, just take the count. Located in Tungabhadra river basin in Bellary district, central part of Karnataka. It is like spectacular sitting in terms of dominated by river Tungabhadra, and also hill ranges and open plains with widespread physical remains is the one of the major area to be focused. And the sophistication of varied urban, royal and sacred systems is evident from the more than 1600 surviving remains that include forts, riverside features, royal and sacred complexes, temples, shrines, pillared halls and mantapas. So the significance of the site is like G20 culture group meet began in Hampi under India's G20 presidency. It's going to happen till 12th of July in that particular place. Right. So moving towards the next article, it is related to the article page, that is your editorial. The first editorial that we are going to discuss in terms of artificial intelligence. AI's disruptive economic impact and India check. GS3 Science and Technology. The subtopic is artificial intelligence. Little did we know that beyond the automated factory machines, self-driving cars and robocops, artificial intelligence would one day crash into our lives. Authoring poems, tipping us with pickup lines and passing the toughest examinations. So recent days you know about the increase in terms of the AI impact in the society. For example, Chat GPT, which was there in the news for the multiple times because of providing more kind of information in one place. In this particular article, which was said by written by Santosh Kumar Das and Siddharth regarding how the employment may get affected because of the artificial intelligence use, and what are all the positive effects that we are going to adopt this AI means, and what kind of opportunities that India is having. So these three area only they focus this particular article. Here we are going to discuss about the importance of how this AI is becoming an integral part of the global economy, and why should India is focusing only on the education platform, and how come it can be regulated. So these are all the areas to be concerned in this particular article. Read this article, I'll give you the value added information regarding the same. So the first point that we are going to discuss about artificial intelligence. AI, what is mean by AI? It's an ability of a computer or robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are usually done by humans. Remember, the computer used to control the task which usually done by the humans, right? Because they require human intelligence and discernment. Although there is no AI that can perform the wide variety of tasks an ordinary human can do. So what kind of characteristics and components? See, the ideal characteristics, it is about ability to rationalize, any decisions. It has the ability to rationalize, to take decision, and also a subset of AI is ML, that is known as machine learning. Machine learning, right? So deep learning techniques enable this automatic learning through the absorption of huge amounts of unstructured data such as text, images and videos. So remember, in India, Niti Aayog has issued some guideline and documents on AI issues such as National Strategy of AI, and also responsible of AI for all reports, because it is going to emphasize in terms of social and economic inclusion, innovation and trustworthiness. Right. So what kind of categories that we do have? Weak AI and narrow AI and strong AI. So weak, narrow and strong, three types of artificial intelligence. So different types of artificial intelligence helps in terms of to recreative and limited memory, theory of mind and self-aware. That is the intention of all these types. Okay, so now you need to understand the advantages, because it is providing a proper accuracy, enhanced with the accuracy, and also it like gives more improvement in terms of decision making, and also to provide a greater innovation and have more capability in terms of discovering new things, and increased in terms of productivity in kind of activities which is related to the industries and sectors. various industries and sectors, exploration and space research. These are all the major areas to be focused in terms of advantages. Even the disadvantages, as we know, job replacement. The human used to lost their job because of replacing the machines, and there is a lot of issues related to the ethical concerns. Invasion of privacy and ethical implications of autonomous decision making system. All these comes under the ethical concerns, and about security risk as well, and the lack of transparency and initial investment and maintenance cost as well. That is also major concern, right? So all these were the important areas to be focused as you were value added based on the article given in the editorial page. Moving towards the next article that is related to your World Population Day. This comes under your news page. Okay, it is there in the yes, sorry, it is in the editorial only. Women's reproductive autonomy as the new catchword. The theme of this year World Population Day: unleashing the power of gender equality, uplifting the voices of women and girls to unlock our world's infinite possibilities. Could not be more apt for India. That's the article is about. Remember, in this article, the author is stating about the condition of the women in India. So, when we unlock the full potential of women and girls, encouraging and nurturing their desires for their families and themselves, we galvanize off the leadership, ideas, innovation, creativity available to societies. You know about India is world's most populous country around the world, and be in science and technology, agriculture, education, or healthcare must also include reproductive autonomy as its core. So this article it is stating about what kind of progress that is based on our world population, which is made by our country, and no physical autonomy, like what kind of progress that we may approach to that particular issue, and what kind of investment is needed. In these three areas only this particular article were focused and written by Andrea M. Ojnar. She is a representative of UNFPA, that is United Nations Population Fund India, and part of team UN in India and country director of Bhutan. Right, so now the major theme is like World Population Day. It's commemorated annually on July 11th. So July 11th is the World Population Day. Right, to raise awareness and educate individuals about the challenges and consequences associated with the global population growth. See, to provide a proper awareness and also to give us serves as a reminder to continuously work towards addressing the issues, improving the lives of everyone on the planet. The observance of World Population Day proper aim to provide understanding and encourage collective efforts in tackling the impacts of the population growth. Right, so the theme for this year, as I said, unleashing the power of gender equality, uplifting the voices of women and girls to unlock our world's infinite possibilities. Just go through this article and see the UNDP established this World Population Day in the year of 1989, inspired by the Day of 5 billion observed on July 11th, 1987. So in 1990, the UN come up with a resolution to decide continuing to celebrate commemorate the World Population Day. Right. So next article that we are going to discuss, which is related to National Capital Territory issue about the power dispute. Supreme Court issues a notice to center on Delhi ordinance impedes Lieutenant Governor in case. The Supreme Court on Monday agreed to hear July 17th an interim plea made by Delhi government seeking a stay of Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. right? Around 437 independent Delhi consultants of the Delhi Legislative Assembly. So this case is going to appearing before a bench led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud. So in this article, one important area that we need to understand, that is known as National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Ordinance 2023. So what exactly this amendment is about? So to make sure to understand the proper background of this, we need to know the National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Ordinance 2023, which aims to affect the powers of the elected state government of Delhi and restore certain powers to Lieutenant Governor. You know about in Lieutenant Governor case, the elected government of Delhi and also the power can be enjoyed by the governor. That is a dispute. Based on this only, this ordinance can be issued. So here you need to understand Article 239A, which was inserted in the Constitution based on the 69th Constitutional Amendment Act of 1991. The article provides a special status to the NCT region, that is National Capital Territory in Delhi. And also the article states that the NCT shall have a legislative assembly and a councils of ministers that can be headed by the chief minister of the state. So the legislative assembly shall have the power to make laws on all matters in the state list and the concurrent list, except for those matters that are specifically excluded by the Constitution of India. So the councils of ministers shall be responsible to the legislative assembly. So now these are all the major information that you need to understand based on Article 239AA. Right now, what this ordinance is about? More power to Lieutenant Governor. So the ordinance provided amend the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 1991. So providing more power to the Lieutenant Governor. So the ordinance providing the aim to give the Governor of Delhi more power over the administration of services in the National Capital Territory. Right, so this is your background information regarding the particular article. Moving towards the next one, it is related to world news. So I think world news not that much important topic has been there. So that's all. These are all the important areas. Apart from that, the maximum news covered here today regarding the the flood happened in the northern part of India due to the heavy rain. So moving towards the next part of the discussion, it is related to your PIB. The first one is the Prime Minister of India has hailed the Guinness World Record for largest display of Lambani items, with a total of 1755 items during 3rd G20 Culture Working Group meeting in Hampi of Karnataka district. Here you need to understand the term called community in news. Community in news. So which community is in news based on this? Lambani community. Right. So Lambani community, they are also called as Lambadis or Banjaras. They were once popularly known as nomadic tribes. Okay, so who arrived from Afghanistan, mainly Rajasthan in the which region? Mewar region of Rajasthan. Okay, so then spread themselves across the states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. They are believed to have providing assistance to the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in terms of carrying the goods to the southern part of the country around 17th century AD, and when some of them settled here itself. Right, so you need to know this basic, and the language we spoke by them, which is known as Gorboli, also called as Lambadi. Since it has no script, it is written either in Devanagari or in the local language like Telugu or Kannada. Many people belong to this tribal group or bilingual or multilingual meaning they have learned to communicate in the predominant language of the region. Okay, so these are all the value added information regarding your Lambani community. Next one is about Prime Minister Narendra Modi had lauded the expansion of Ayushman Bharat scheme to more than 1.6 lakh health and wellness centers. So Ayushman Bharat, you know what exactly this topic about. See, National Health Protection Mission, that is known as Ayushman Bharat, which was launched 25th September 2018. However, the scheme is to provide more intense towards the economically deprived people to get eligibility to get a free medical insurance under the Ayushman Bharat scheme. Okay, so coverage of up to rupees 5 lakh per family per year at any government or even empaneled private hospitals all over India for secondary and tertiary medical care facilities. 74 crore beneficiary families and about 50 crore Indian citizens has to come under this process. Right. So next topic is about National Fish Farmers Day Meet 2023, which was celebrated today means 10th of July, city of Mahabalipuram. So you know about Fish Farmers Day, celebrated on 10th July every year to recognize and appreciate the invaluable contributions of fish farmers and adequate aquaculture industry professionals and other stakeholders towards ensuring the sustainable and thriving fisheries sector. Here you got one value added that is known as PMMSY scheme, which is known as Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, which was introduced by the Government of India as a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat with investment of 20,500 crore, the highest ever investment in the fishery sector. Fishermen are provided with insurance cover, financial assistance, and a facility of Kisan credit card as well. So the objective is simple: to provide the development in rural area by utilizing the rural resources and boosting the rural economy in the rapid way. Right. So last part of your discussion, that is vocabulary of the day, veiled, which is known as concealed or hidden. Go through the synonyms and antonyms. Next word is about swarmed, to gather or move in large number or a group, often in a rapid and overwhelming manner. Go to synonyms and antonyms. Then third word is abetment, act of encouraging, aiding or assisting someone in terms of committing a crime or wrongdoing, which is known as abetment. Go through the synonyms and antonyms. That's all for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. Thank you.